Oh, Shenhe's quest is an Archon quest. What the hell? Wait, is it? It is. Oh, okay. Let's check it out.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Oh, sweet.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
Ningguang causing inflation alone?
The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Uh, excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Same. Every time a new quest pops up, it just like casually mentions like a new item like never heard of before.
Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when.
What about Adepti Sigils? I don't think you can get that easily.
I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question.
Oh,
You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested?
can I really ask you anything at all?
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Come on, Traveler. You know, oh my god. Mihoyo, I'm tired of kicking Traveler in the balls, asking everybody about his sister, and nobody knows a thing.
I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on! Don't go! Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run.
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you.
Bruh, Shenhe, can you just f him up already?
Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites.
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business, I swear!
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
You alright?
Shenhe,
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Avarice. Hello.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
That would have been funny to look at.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Lila Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws?
Have you not heard of the law, Shenhe?
No, apparently not.
Bruh.
Really? So how exactly have you...
What was that noise? Traveler. Her eyes are up there.
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Huh? That's quite the vegetarian we have here. Those are all medical herbs.
Medicinal
Oh,
herbs?
yeah. Medicinal herbs, my fault.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal.
Wait, we're deadass gonna treat her to some flowers
After
to
all,
eat?
you can't work on an empty stomach.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you. My hunger has now abated. Thank you.
How did they taste?
Rather awful.
Then why?
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains. Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Sure. Then let's join forces.
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
We simply need to dispose of everyone who is
Oh.
currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot. Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay?
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Oh my god. Hi, Baiju.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
What is Chi-Chi doing there, though?
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of.
Bruh.
But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Yeah, I need you to drop, bro. Come on. Oh my god, that Dendro vision looks so good.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally
Whoa.
back.
Sing show?
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Are you competing?
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million won.
Jesus Christ. That's pocket change.
500 million?!
I don't think I can afford it.
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Sea Gazer?
Who?
Never heard of them.
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite.
One day, one day, I will be free from the curse and not laugh when I see the word among.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
I guess he was open-minded in a different way since he's not here anymore.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
Let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine.
Oh. Oh.
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh? Huh?
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Okay, but like, how did you... I'm not gonna question it.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the Sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
What do you think, Shenhe?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art. I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Oh. I feel like a lot of sneak attacks will be coming up then. Damn. This place is so goddamn, like, beautiful. Like, so peaceful. And Shao's looks like is like this domain, except it's just like the sky is gray. But holy crap, bro, like this is, I don't know, it just really captures like a moment of like relax. I don't know how to put it into words, but it looks pretty good.
Is this it? Is this the Sunset Vermilionite? It's so huge!
It needs to be big to get the whole Jade Chamber airborne.
That's true,
Only after being activated does Plostrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe. You seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
I wonder who this master is.
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely!
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Huh?
Are you sure? Be careful!
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plostrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged.
Paimon meant you, Shenhe.
My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the Plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock
What?
all by herself? Adepti super strength much?
So like,
We can't slow down yet.
what?
Let's go meet her at the building site.
Game is what? I'm not gonna question it.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How
Same.
can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti, surely.
That has to be a blue ball from Mihoyo. Like, I wanted to see Shenhe lift up that rock. Like, how? How did she do it? Like, what the hell?
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations. This item is approved for submission.
Wait. And people were trying to get this by themselves? Like, this massive ass rock by themselves.
I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so
She has a name.
you're the one behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Shenhe! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it?
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
The rest.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If
All
you
right,
need
Shenhe.
anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
How do you sleep then? I can't do that. Have a good rest, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. See you tomorrow.
All right.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here?
Oh, oh my. Wait. So I'm guessing that Cloud Retainer's her master, right? And we we were about to feed Shenhe chicken drumsticks. I don't know what type of like dots we were gonna put on Shenhe after we fed her that.
Let's go and say hi.
Hi KFC. I mean Cloud
One
Retainer.
trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
I know I am. I don't know about her.
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway?
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Huh?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Wait. So how can a regular human lift up that goddamn rock? Never would have guessed.
Paimon neither. This is a real surprise.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, yeah. She can lift up heavy rocks.
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave.
Oh.
One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
So Shenhe killed a god at 6? What the f did they put in her cereal?
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
I know, right? What the hell?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her.
So when Shenhe talks about her master, she means...
Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day.
Oh, really?
Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay.
So those red ropes are actually important for Shenhe?
The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive.
Aww.
Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
Aw. Wait, so like, I didn't think the red ropes were like literally held back her homicidal thoughts, but Jesus, I'm surprised she's she's not like rocking like a whole red outfit. Oh, she heard, didn't she?
Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
Hey! So, Shenhe...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it?
Yeah.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me.
Whoa. It's literally like 8 a.m. in the morning. I just saw you 2 seconds ago.
After all, Master is... very talkative.
Yeah, we know that.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going.
She has a name.
Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Hopefully she doesn't look at Cloud Retainer any differently now. Oh, this actually looks pretty cool. Do my eyes deceive me, or is that Yunjin in the distance? Oh, and Beta too. I thought it was one of Ningguan's secretaries.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bylin! And hey, Beto! And hey, person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
You mean Shenhe's work, right?
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch. Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
Hi.
These 2 are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe.
Shenhe. I am there. Friend.
Oh, she called us her friend?
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sure.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
I'm looking at the subtitles.
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Let's go.
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Alright. See ya, Beto.
By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion. Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it. The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Hey, Mr. Zhang. I was wondering if you know anything about wonder cores.
So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber.
Oh, that's great. You could help us, right?
The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
Nope.
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need 2 kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the Divine Damsel of Devastation also takes place on that mountain. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there.
Alright.
This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks, and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl becoming a hero. The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me." Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward. Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas,
The paths of mortals and adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world.
That's Shenhe?
And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
So, be a dickhead or be respectful?
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be.
Aw.
I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
No, you do.
I've never considered that before.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah! Hey, there really is someone here.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Is
Huh?
he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman.
You know him?
If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
Huh?
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive.
Whoa, what the
Rumors were true. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium, but I think you can find some information in the village.
First of all, why couldn't you just speak normally in the first place?
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhe?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
Ooh, I haven't seen you in forever.
Huh. What's this?
Oof, reading. Holy sh! That is dark. Oh my god. So, this notebook actually heavily implies that this was written by Shenhe's father. His wife was sick, and he tried everything he could to try to heal her, but he couldn't. So he basically found a book and summoned a god, and he tried to sacrifice himself first, but the god was like, nah, I want Shenhe. So he did that. Well, he didn't sacrifice her, but he just abandoned her in a cave, and yeah, Jesus Christ.
She didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father.
Jesus. Oh, more text. Yeah, I was about to say, I probably wouldn't have lived with myself if I ever done that. Jesus Christ. Hey, Shenhe, we found your dad's diary. I don't know if you want to read it though.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you.
There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
Jesus. That must suck.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back! Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look. This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Oh, already?
Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them. I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
Huh?
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others just like the girl in the opera.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
That looks super pretty. Who's that in the distance? Holy Shao? You're the Subrosium? Hey, shorty.
What brings you here?
Subrosium.
Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea?
What danger in the sea? What the
Ningguang
hell?
didn't tell you. Something
No?
has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not get involved for now. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
We can do that if you come home. Like, bro, I have your spear. Just please come home.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
We just saw Shao. Couldn't we just ask them?
I'll sort that out. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils.
Oh, you can make them?
Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack.
But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you.
Wait, so can Shenhe feel drunk? Or is that emotion suppressed as well?
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us! Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
She has a name.
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. Okay, I see. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners.
Oh, damn.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a long ass time ago. Oh. Wait, already? I want to jump off, but I'm not too sure if I'm able to come back here up here again. Oh, I almost fell off. Hey Ningguang. We're here to ask our questions now.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yes.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you? The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber?
Whoa.
The Jade
Damn.
Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Oh, a traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
Sure.
You're next. What is your question?
If I could ask a single question to Ningguang, it will be something completely appropriate. I assure you that...
I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts.
Bruh.
Please, don't waste your question on this matter. Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance,
Oh yes, please.
you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beidou? Ningguang? What are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know.
Oh, dope. No. No way.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final
Huh?
follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone.
Oh shit.
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
Holy sh. You good? Oh fuck.
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Shenhe?
What are you doing here?
Holy sh.
We can't let you be
I'm
the
not
only one
prepared.
taking this risk.
unleash!
There's 3 of you now? What? Yeah, this boss fight is taking super long because I don't have a bow character. I'm guessing the bow character is a must for like this boss if it ever becomes like a weekly boss or something. Damn, no chest? Are you okay?
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Just like the hero in the story.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments.
Aw, that's sweet.
I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
Please don't. Getting your materials was a pain to get.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child.
Well, she was taking care of me, but yeah, sure.
In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
Oh yes, please.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Oh, come on.
One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular ever.
Oh damn, it's actually pretty high up in the sky. Oh, jeez.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Biggest Yunjin stan right here.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
批冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
That was dope as shit, bro. Holy shit. That was dope. Oh my. That actually left me quite speechless. Like, it actually even gave me chills. Which, like, almost like no game does that to me, but holy f. That was actually super dope.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun. Here you are. Great to see you.
Oh, is this a budget hotel? Sup, Zhu Tao?
Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
It seems like she still has a long way to go.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Bruh.